Man, if you flash back in time, do you remember the old game of telephone? Did you ever play telephone?
No. I'm claiming the fifth.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember playing it a lot, and sometimes teachers would even encourage we play. The first person in the circle would whisper a word or phrase into the ear of the person to their right, and then that person repeated it on to the person to their right, and so on and so on. And usually by the time the phrase had reached the last player, it had a completely different meaning. And the same thing seems to happen when friends and family try to give us advice about what they've heard over the years. What are some common types of secondhand financial advice that we might need to watch out for?
It's wonderful. I mean, I guess I did play it when I was a kid. But I mean, I always think it's funny as you tell an office joke and you read right off someone from the internet or from Facebook or whatever, and you tell it to one person. By the time it gets to the third or fourth person, the joke's been extended. There's been add-ons to the joke, and it's just
joke's
like,
not even funny anymore.
It's not even funny anymore because the punchline has totally changed. But, I mean, I have a lot of clients that give referrals. It's one of the biggest things about my business I love is because we create a family atmosphere, and they give referrals. And they'll come in, and I could specifically, this person came in the other day. They said, "Hey, Dolph," and again, I'm not talking product, just talking fact. Came in and said, "Yeah, so-and-so referred me to you." I said, "Oh, yeah, I've known Kathy for, I think, about 7-8 years now." She's like, "Yeah, she was telling me about this 15% bonus product that you have." And we said, "Well, yeah, we have things out there for enhanced withdrawal benefits and stuff like that." And I was like, "But it's not right for you and everything you've just told me." "Well, that's what I want." I said, "Well, that's not what you need." And it was just one of those clients are getting excited for the offerings that we have and the strategies they're using with us, but it's not. It's right strategy for them, but it's not right for somebody else. It's like me going out there and saying, "Hey, Kristen, I drive a Lincoln. You have to drive a Lincoln. It's the greatest thing in the world." And then you're going to go, and you're like, "Well, I don't like the Lincoln." "Well, yeah, but I love it. You need to drive it." It's one of those things. But so many times people hear advice of, "Hey, go do this or go do that." And by the time they talk to the third person, to the fourth person, by the time it gets to you, do you really know what the truth is? I mean, if you watch the news, I'm not going to bring in this propaganda stuff, but the news, one station, you can cover one thing and go to the same story on the other station, and it's a different story. So which story are you going to believe? Because every one of them has tweaks and turns. When it comes to your financial future, folks, what I'm looking at is a one-on-one meeting with you and a financial professional. Whether it's me or somebody else, listen to it. If you're talking to someone else and they're not communicating with you, that's where the second opinion comes into play so many times. And I can't tell you countless times where someone's come in here and said, "Well, this person said I should do this." I said, "Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know the ramifications if you do that." "Well, no, they never went that aspect." Well, exactly. You need to know exactly how this is going to play out, not just for today, not just for tomorrow, but 5, 10, 15 years down the road from now.
Make sure that you're thinking that way. You're thinking about the future and what it is that you need to do in retirement. And we talk about that each week here on the show. And you can find out more about Dolph personally, kind of meet him before you come in if you visit clearincomeforlife.com.